guys, so today I wanted to film a book review because I haven't done one in a really long time, and that's just because I usually like to only dedicate entire videos to books that I feel were either really good or really bad. Otherwise I do the review and like wrapped up in my wrap-up video at the end of the month. But I thought that these two books absolutely deserve their own video. And as you can probably already tell by the title, I'm talking about The Archived and The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. If you don't know yet what this series is about, it is centered around the archive, which is a place where the memories and basically summary of the life of a person goes when they die. And those are called histories. Best case scenario is that all of the histories that are shelved in the archive stay in there and just don't leave. But sometimes some of these histories wake up and come to the Narrows, which is the place right between the archive and our world, and roam the corridors there. And you need keepers to basically send them back to sleep. And this story is centered around Mackenzie Bishop, who is one of those keepers. And it is her job to make sure the histories that have escaped to the Narrows don't proceed into the Outer, which is what our world is called, and go back to the archive, go back to sleep, and don't bother anybody. Basically, in the archive, we meet Mackenzie as she and her parents move to a new house because her younger brother Ben, who was only 10 years old, was unfortunately killed in a car accident a year earlier, and basically the family is sort of almost falling apart in some ways. Everybody copes with it in their own way, but they don't really talk about what happened to Ben. Mackenzie's main struggle in this book is to kind of come to terms with the fact that Ben is gone, because even though she is not technically allowed to see his history in the archive, she gets to visit his drawer, basically, so where his it's not his body, but where his history is being kept, and she visits him like every single night almost, and she has really big issues with letting go. And we also see a lot of development in her family, like how they kind of fall apart, and I really appreciated that about this book because it made it seem so very real. Sometimes in books people pass away or bad things happen and it seems like no one reacts to it in any kind of realistic way. Aside from being a keeper in the archive, Mackenzie also has a lot on her hands with trying to find out what happened in her new house, because it actually used to be a hotel, and right after it was converted to apartments, something really terrible happened there, but no one seems to remember what or know what happened, and it's all kind of crazy, and she tries to figure out what the connection between the hotel and the archive is, and if there even is one, and just like a whole bunch of mystery and amazingness unravel that conclude in a fantastic finale. And at the end of the day, this book is just so cool, and I promise you, as soon as you get to like half of it, you'll be so drawn in that you won't be able to put it down. The only reason I didn't give The Archive 5 out of 5 stars is because I thought the beginning was kind of slower going, which I understand because there's a lot of information has to be provided to the reader. There's just a whole lot going on around the archive. I just felt like for me, it was at the very beginning a bit hard to figure out whether or not this was going to be my cup of tea. Very early on, it was actually apparent that the writing style was fantastic and that Victoria Schwab is a fantastic writer as far as like words and sentences and language is concerned, but I wasn't quite sure if it was into the story. But yes, I am 100% convinced now. I am converted. I am an archivist. Archiphiliac. That's totally a word. Archiphiliac. So yeah, that's pretty much my only like gripe with this book, that the beginning just kind of didn't really like immediately draw your attention. So if you start this book and you're like, I don't know yet quite at the beginning, just keep going because it's gonna get so much better, I promise you. Other than that, I really have nothing to complain about in this book, to be quite honest. The characters are fantastic. I love Mackenzie because she is a strong character, but she also isn't flawless. She isn't immune to, like, I don't know, boys' charms, and she isn't immune to emotions and feelings of failure, like fears of failure, essentially. That just makes Mackenzie super relatable and just a really believable character all around. As for The Unbound, I don't actually want to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil it, but what I do want to positively note is that I love the way that the events of book 1 are being recognized in this book and being acknowledged. Because with sequels, it often feels to me like they just like put out another story in the same universe, but they're not actually actively connected. This book is basically about Mackenzie dealing with the consequences of the ending of book 1, and there are consequences. There are consequences for her personally, for her mentally. She is traumatized by what happened, and she has to deal with that, and it's not easy. She doesn't just shrug it off. She doesn't just go like, oh, whatever, I've been there, done that before, like why would I even need to bother, like why would I care? And again, that makes it so relatable and so like real in a sense, because it makes sense, you know, if things like that happen to you, you are traumatized and you're allowed to be traumatized. And I often read like stories where the heroines, like, I don't know, kill people or are assassins or just watch people around them die because they're in a war or something, and I'm always just like, why are they not traumatized by that? That doesn't make sense. Like, if you see someone die in front of you for the first time, you are traumatized. It's all about like her inner struggle of like she doesn't really know what to believe anymore and she has nightmares about what happened, and then reality blurs with those nightmares and she's like, is this real what I'm seeing right here? Is it a hallucination? And she's kind of going mad. Another thing I really liked about The Unbound was that we get Mackenzie kind of questioning everything that she's believed in before, you know, the rules she's lived by for the last like 4 years, and in just everything that she's been taught, she starts thinking for herself. She starts seeing like cracks in the armor of the archive, and she starts seeing things aren't working the way they should be working or aren't happening even though they should be happening and things like that. And the very ending of The Unbound, I was actually really surprised because Mackenzie does something, I'm like, that is a step, that's character development right there. Like, that's so much character development right there, just like summed up in that one action that she does and takes, and it's just so great. It's so well written, it's so well put together. There's just a beautiful story, and obviously there's also a romance story in these books, but in book 1 it's very much on the back burner. It's more like about developing friendship and developing trust, I guess. And then in book 2 things get a little more like real, but also it's not insta-love, you know, it's definitely not insta-love. There's not a love triangle. Everything is very much simple and like very straightforward, and I like that in romance. I like a little bit of like will they, won't they, but if it's too much and it's too fabricated and too fake, then I can't appreciate it anymore. And this book did a wonderful job with the romance, in my opinion. It's such a beautiful story, and really you should read it, believe me, because I think you will like it as well. I really need to read more about Victoria Schwab. I know she's also written Vicious and something else, The Near Witch or something like that. I really want to read more by her because I think she's such a talented author and she's really great at storytelling, and these books were so good and I finished them in like 2.5 days, both of them. And I don't even want, like, I tried picking up another book after The Unbound. I was like, but I want more of this world. I want more of this world. I want book 3, like, so now. Okay guys, so that's it for my review of The Archive and The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. I'm sorry if this video was a little bit all over the place. I slept like 1 hour last night and I have been high on caffeine for the entire day, so I'm sorry that I couldn't properly assemble my thoughts, but I hope this was still somewhat helpful to you, and I hope you'll go and pick up The Archive because it is so good and you need to read it. Okay? Good. I'm gonna see you soon. Bye! And it looks like them. But that's called a history, and it is being, I'm so tired, I fucking will not be able to film this video. I did my makeup for this, oh my god, Teresa, you better fucking pull yourself together and get this video going.